Hello everyone, this is me Padma. In this video, we are going to see about triangle and its properties of class 7 CBSE chapter 6. And this video will be very useful for solving quantitative aptitude. First, let's see what is triangle. A triangle having how many sides? Totally three sides. So side, this is one side. Instead of measurement, I am making A as a measurement, A centimeter, and this side is B centimeter, and this side as C centimeter. So I need to mark vertices also, right? So we have totally three vertices. So I am marking capital A. Always the vertices need to be of capital letters. Capital B and C. So what is triangle? Triangle is having three sides, three vertices. Other than that, any other thing is there in the triangle? Yes, of course. So two arms are joined at one point, then what you can say? It's making an angle, right? So at BC, there are two sides A and C are joining at the point B. So here there is one angle getting formed. Same here also one angle is there and here also one angle is there. So in a triangle, how many angles we are having? Totally three angles. So how can we mention these angles? So I want to mention this angle. So I can write like this. Angle A equal to how much degree? And for angle B, we need to write angle B equal to how much degree and angle C. So a triangle having three sides, three vertices and also three angles. So we'll proceed with the property. So the first property we are going to see that angle sum property of a triangle, which is a very important property. What is angle sum property? Sum of all interior angle is equal to 180 degree. What is the meaning of interior angle? The angle formed inside any shape is called interior angle. The angle formed outside the shape is nothing but the exterior angle. So what all the angles are getting formed inside the triangle? So it is nothing but angle A, angle B and angle C. So what is the property? You are going to add sum of all these interior angles. So I am going to introduce plus between all the angles. So which is equal to 180 degree. So this is what our first property, which is a very important property. So from this property, what I can do, maybe in the question, this angle measurement has been given and one more angle measurement also given. So how to find the third angle? If I add all these three angles, it needs to be 180 degree. So I can use this statement and find the unknown angle. This is what the first property. Let's see the second property. Sum of all exterior angle of a triangle is equal to 360 degree. What is exterior angle? What I told, the angle forming outside the closed shape. So here the closed shape is triangle. So the angle formed outside the triangle is going to be an exterior angle. So how can I mark exterior angle? Say I'm going to extend and see here I have extended here a line, right? So hope you can see this. I'm just marking with another color. I'm extending a line over here. So what is this? There is two arms, so here one angle is getting formed. So this is going to be an exterior angle. So like that, how many exterior angle I can have for a triangle? So totally three exterior angle I can have. So here one more extend of the side so that it may form an exterior angle. Same way here also we can extend the side so that one more angle is getting formed. So a second point is, if you add all these three exterior angle, then that is equal to 360 degree. So for example, I am going to mark this exterior angle as this is angle X, angle Y and angle Z. So what is the meaning? So if I add all these three exterior angle, it is equivalent to 360 degree. So what we are concluding, sum of all interior angle in a triangle is equal to 180 degree. That is our first property. And the sum of all exterior angle of a triangle is equal to 360 degree. And then a very important thing, usually this won't be mentioned in the books and all, but we need to know. Somewhere they would have said that in a triangle which will be the largest side, it's nothing but the side opposite to the greater angle. Somewhere it will be mentioned. So you have to know this. So always the side opposite to greater angle is the longest side of a triangle. So maybe over here I may have here 60 degree and here it may be 40 degree, and here the angle is 80 degree, consider. So in this triangle there are three angles. At vertices B I'm having 40 degree, at vertices A I'm having, so here I will write, at vertices B I'm having 40 degree, at vertices A I'm having 80 degree, and at vertices C I'm having 60 degree. Among this, which is the biggest angle, which is a greater angle? So it's obviously at the vertices A. So at this point only the greater angle is getting formed in a triangle. So what this third point says, whatever side opposite to the greater angle. So which side is opposite to greater angle? So it's nothing but, here I'm mentioning, it's nothing but side BC. So this is the side opposite to the greater angle, which is 80 degree. So which side is now the greater side? It's nothing but BC. So this is what this third statement states. We'll see the next property. Exterior angle property. So what is, already we have seen what is an exterior angle, right? So we are going to see the exterior angle property. So the exterior angle is equal to sum of two opposite interior angles. So first we'll make one diagram. Yeah, in a triangle, this side I have extended. So here an exterior angle is getting formed. First I will mark all the vertices of a triangle A, B and C. Yes, so here is my exterior angle. Let it be X. And inside the triangle, we are going to have the angles. So I'm considering this as small a, small b, and here small c. So what this statement actually stating? Exterior angle is equal to. So what is our exterior angle? X. X is equal to sum of two opposite interior angle. So totally how many interior angles are there? A, B, and C. But here in this statement, what is given? Two opposite interior angle. For X, which two interior angle is opposite? It's obviously A and B. So X is equal to A plus B. This is what the exterior angle property of a triangle. So the next one, just some problem to understand these two property. What are the two property we have seen? Angle sum property and exterior angle property. Yes, in this question, see here in the first question, totally three angles are there, right? In that, two angle value is given and one angle is given as variable. So we need to find the value of this X. So how to find the value of X? As we know, angle sum property of a triangle is equal to 90 degree. It means what? 40 plus, it's 45, right? Yes, 45 plus 30 plus x equal to 180. Then just go with the linear equation property. So 75 plus x equal to 180. Then what is x equal to? X equal to 180 minus 75. Then what will be the answer? 180 minus 75, it's nothing but 105 degree. So we have found the answer, x equal to 105. So x equal to 105 degree. First problem is over. Now we'll come to the second problem. See, in this problem, they have given here 30 degree. And see here, it's just mentioned, a symbol is there like a square symbol. So whenever there is a symbol, what is the meaning? It's nothing but perpendicular. So it's nothing but 90 degree. So I got two angles in my question, which is 30 and 90. And we don't have the third angle. Let it be x only, which is equal to 180 degree. Then what is this? It's nothing but 120 degree plus x equal to 180 degree, and x equal to 180 degree minus 120 degree. So x equal to 60 degree. So actually we can do in a single step only, but logically we need to follow all these steps when we are solving the problems. Yes, now second problem is over. Now what is the third problem? I need to find the value of x. Where, what is x actually? It's nothing but the exterior angle of a triangle. So what is the exterior angle property? The exterior angle is equal to sum of two opposite interior angle. Then what is x equal to? It is 60 plus 65. So x equal to 125. So I got now 125, right? Now what will be this angle? So how can I find this angle? I can even use this angle, this one, linear property, right? Because this is actually a straight line which is of 180 degree. So if this is 125, then what about this angle? It's nothing but 180 minus 125. So this is another property we can use over here. Now the next one is See here, one more problem I have given here. Instead of x, we have some linear equation format. All the angles are represented in a linear equation format. We need to find all these angles. What is the angle measurement at A, at C, at B? We are going to find. We know angle sum property equal to 180 degrees. So just I will write that rule first. Angle A plus angle B plus angle C equal to 180 degree. So what is angle A? It's nothing but 5x minus 60. What is angle B? It's 2x plus 40. What is angle C? It is 3x minus 80, which is equal to 180 degree. So first we will add all the like terms: 5x, 2x, 7x, 3x, 10x. So 10x, and here we have minus 60 minus 80. So it's going to be minus 140. Minus 140 plus 40, it's going to be minus 100, equal to 180 degree. Then we will move this minus 100 to the other side, so it's become plus 100. So 10x equal to 280 degree. So what is x equal to? It's nothing but 280 by 10. So the answer is 28 for the x, 28. So now what you have to do, we are going to substitute the value of x over all the angles so that we will get the exact value. So this is how we need to find the exact value of these three angles. We'll move on to the next topic. So the next one is types of triangle. Actually, triangle has been classified based on sides as well as based on angles. So based on sides, see here in this triangle, all the three sides are equal: 5 centimeter, 5 centimeter, 5 centimeter. So I can say this triangle as an equilateral triangle. And the next one, see here, all three sides are different. So we can say it's a scalene triangle. And the next one, see here, there are two sides having the identical, both the sides are identical, right? So the third side alone is different. So I can say this is an isosceles triangle. Now the next one, based on angle. So see here in this triangle, all these three angles are acute angle. What is the meaning of acute angle? Which is nothing but less than 90 degree. Then I can say the triangle is an acute angle triangle. And see in the next triangle, see here, this is acute angle, this is acute angle, but this one is an obtuse angle, right? So any one of the angle in a triangle is an obtuse angle, then I can say it's an obtuse angle triangle. And the next one, see in this part, it is 90 degree, right? So any one of the angle of a triangle is 90 degree, then we can say that as right angle triangle. The next topic is equilateral triangles. We are going to see little more detail about equilateral triangle. So we told already all three sides are of equal length in a triangle, then we can say it's a equilateral triangle. What is the meaning? All the three angles are also going to be equal. So all in an equilateral triangle, all the three angles are going to be 60 degree, 60 degree, 60 degree. Why 60, 60, 60? Because all three angles are equal. So maybe I'm mentioning angle is x plus x plus x, and we know angle sum property as 180 degree, right? So 3x equal to 180 degree, then x equal to 180 by 3, which is nothing but 60 degree. That's why I'm writing here, if it is an equilateral triangle, all the angles, each and every angle is equivalent to 60 degree. Whereas what is an equilateral triangle? This side is equal to this side and this side is also equal. So this is what equilateral triangle. And the next one is isosceles triangle. So what is isosceles triangle? We know that any two sides of a triangle are equal, but with respect to angle, what we need to do, see here, this side and this side is equal. First, I will mention the vertices ABC. So now here AB is equal to AC. So this is an isosceles triangle. And what is the second point? See the two equal side. What are the two equal side? AB and AC makes an equal angle with the third side. What is our third side? It is BC. So this equal angle makes equal angle with the third side. So if this is X, this is also X. Okay, so now, yeah, here one question I have given. So we'll just see that question. One of the equal angle of an isosceles triangle is 50 degree. So first I'm doing here. So this is a triangle. So these two angles are equal because these two sides are equal. So these two angles are equal. What is there in the question? One of the equal angle is 50 degree. If this is 50, obviously this is also going to be 50. They are asking find all the other angle of a triangle also. So if this is 50, this is also 50. Then one more angle only is is left. So what is this? Is the third angle. So by angle sum property, what is the angle sum property? If I add all these three angles, it needs to be 180 degree. Already here 50, here 50, it's going to be 100. So this angle is going to be 80 degree. So we found all the angles of a triangle, right? The next property regarding the length of the triangle. So sum of length of two sides of a triangle is always greater than the length of the third side. For example, I'm having a triangle. So first I will be marking the vertices A, B, C. So the length I am marking here as A, and this length as B, and this length as C. So what this property is saying, if I add side A and B, so this result need to be greater than C. And if I add B and C, the result need to be greater than the other side, which is A. If I add A and C, then the result need to be greater than B. So this is what they are saying. If all these properties, all these three conditions are satisfying, then only we can make a triangle using the sides ABC. So here I have given one example. So we are going to check whether using these length, these measurement, I can able to make a triangle or not. This is what the question. So just consider this as A, side B and side C. So first I am going to add A and B. So 4.5 plus 3.5. So what is the answer? 4.5, 3.5, it's going to be 8.0. So obviously it is going to be greater than 6.4, the side C. Now I'm going to add B and C. So 3.5 plus 6.4. So what will be the answer? It's nothing but 9.9. So which is going to be greater than? Yeah, obviously it is greater than A, which is 4.5. Now we are going to add C and A. 6.4 plus 4.5. So if I add what, I will be getting 10.9. So 10.9, which should be greater than what? B, which is 3.5. Yes, all these three conditions are satisfied. So using this measurement, surely I can make a triangle. This is what the sum of two sides, length of the two sides of a triangle. The next one is right angle triangle and Pythagoras theorem. We all know what is right angle triangle, right? It's nothing but any one of the angle of a triangle is equal to 90 degree. Then I can say it's a right angle triangle. See here, this one is 90 degree. That's the reason it's a right angle triangle. I'm marking the vertices as A, B and C. And here one more important concept. In a right angle triangle, the side always opposite to 90 degree is going to be hypotenuse. What is actually opposite to 90 degree? AC. So AC is going to be an hypotenuse. And here the very important point, always the hypotenuse is the longest side. Why hypotenuse is the longest side? In the initial property, during the angle sum property, I have told in a triangle, whatever angle is greater, the side opposite to the greater angle is going to be the longest side, I told. So in this triangle, this angle itself 90 degree. As per the angle sum property, this and the other angle A and angle C together need to form 90 degree, right? Then only you will get 180 degree. Then which is the bigger angle? Which one is greater over here? The angle B, which is 90 degree. So the side opposite to 90 degree is the longest side. Just now I told this is hypotenuse. That's why hypotenuse is always the longest side in a right angle triangle. The next one is Pythagoras theorem. What is Pythagoras theorem? Pythagoras theorem can be applicable only for a right angle triangle. So here what they are saying, the square of the hypotenuse. So what is hypotenuse over here? It's nothing but AC. So I need to find the square of the hypotenuse is equal to. So I am just putting equal to symbol. Sum of squares of the other two sides. So I need to find the square of the other two sides and we need to add that also. So what are the other two sides? One is AB. So AB square I need to do, and another one is BC square. I need to add these two sides. So this is what Pythagoras theorem. So how we can apply this theorem? Wherever we can apply means, see, maybe in a right angle triangle they would have given here maybe the value as 7 and here the value as 3, asking you to find what is the value over here. Then we can use this property and can easily find the unknown side in a right angle triangle. And the next one, what is median of a triangle? So median is nothing but a line segment joining a vertex to the midpoint of the opposite side. First we will do this one. So in a triangle, just I am marking ABC. So what is this? I need to draw a line segment. So from one vertex, so I'm starting with the vertex A. So to the midpoint of the opposite side, what is the opposite side for the vertex A? It's BC. So which is the midpoint of BC? So this is BC midpoint. So we are going to make a line segment from here to here. So this is what actually median. Like that we need to do for all the vertices. So from B, I need to draw a line segment which is going to cut AC into two equal half. That means the midpoint of AC. It's going to get joined from vertex B. And from C, it's going to connect with the midpoint of AB. So we are going to join this one. It's not coming that much straight. Okay, fine. So all these three medians are joining at one point, right? So that is named as centroid. So that is nothing but the centroid point, which is very important. And the next one, in this median of a triangle, this median never lie outside the triangle. So I will say why it is in the next slide. So median cannot lie outside the triangle. Next thing is altitude of a triangle. So what is an altitude? Altitude means it's a height. Height cannot be slanting, right? Always the height need to be a perpendicular line segment. So from the vertex, you are going to draw a perpendicular line to the opposite side. That is nothing but the altitude. So first I will mark ABC. So from A, we are going to draw a perpendicular line. So this is nothing but the altitude. And from B, we are going to draw a perpendicular line. So this is the altitude from B. And from C, we are going to draw a perpendicular line. So this is what the altitude from C. So all these altitudes are joining at one point, right? That's nothing but orthocenter. And here altitude may lie outside the triangle. So maybe I'm having like this triangle. So an obtuse angle triangle, just consider an obtuse angle triangle. So from here I need to draw a perpendicular line means, so I have to draw like this, right? So it obviously lying outside the triangle. That's the reason I have mentioned this point for both median and the altitude. In median, the median line never lie outside the triangle, but in altitude, it may be sometimes lie outside the triangle too.